Welcome. You're watching Afternoon Digest with me, Dusha Agarwal. Join us as we break down the day's top stories and bring you the latest developments from around the globe. In a first, as the Israel-Hamas war completed its 6 months, Moran, a survivor of the October 7 attack, conveyed appreciation towards India and its people for their steadfast support during a challenging period. Moran's words reflect the profound bond shared between the two nations in times of adversity. Moran acknowledges India's long-standing support, praises Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and also affirms India as a true friend of Israel. Moran expresses gratitude not only for government support but also for the compassion and friendship shown by the Indian people. I think it's not just the Indian government, thanks to the Indian people who have always been and continue to be a good friend of ours. Moran added, emphasizing the collective support from India. Israel's ambassador to India, Naor Gillen, expressed appreciation for India's strong stance against terrorism, particularly highlighting the support extended by the Indian government since the Hamas attack on October 7. Israel's ambassador to India, Naor Gillen, praised India's strong stance against terrorism during the Israel-Hamas conflict, highlighting Prime Minister Modi's condemnation of Hamas attack on October 7. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Saudi de-facto ruler Prince Mohammed bin Salman recently met at Al-Safa Palace in Mecca, emphasizing the significance of dialogue between Pakistan and India to address their outstanding issues, especially focusing on the Kashmir matter. In a joint statement issued after their meeting on April 7, Shehbaz Sharif and Prince Mohammed bin Salman emphasized strengthening fraternal relations between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. They also discussed avenues for enhanced collaboration across various sectors. New Delhi has reiterated its stance that the Kashmir issue is a bilateral matter between India and Pakistan with no room for mediation or intervention by any third party. India has consistently emphasized that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of the country and will remain so indefinitely. Despite this stance, India has expressed its desire for normal and peaceful relations with Pakistan, contingent upon the absence of terrorism, hostility and violence. PM Modi reaffirmed Arunachal Pradesh's status as an integral part of India amidst a dispute over China renaming certain areas in the region. He emphasized the accelerated pace of development projects reaching Arunachal and its border northeast, likening it to the swift arrival of the first rays of sunlight. In an interview with the Assam Tribune, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed concerns regarding China's long-standing claims on parts of Arunachal Pradesh, a matter that has been raised periodically by the Chinese government. The opposition has also criticized the BJP-led central government on this issue ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Now, PM Modi reaffirmed that Arunachal Pradesh is and always will be an integral part of India. He emphasized that development initiatives are reaching the state and the northeast region rapidly, likening it to the swift arrival of the first rays of the sun. Now, Prime Minister Modi highlighted his recent visit to Itanagar for the Viksit Bharat Viksit Northeast program, during which he inaugurated development projects worth Rs 55,000 crores. A New York appeals court judge has once more denied former US President Donald Trump's final attempts to postpone the hush money trial. The trial is set to proceed on April 15 as scheduled. Former business mogul turned politician Donald Trump's attempts to delay the historic trial, seeking to relocate the case outside of Manhattan, was thwarted by Justice Lisbeth Gonzalez of the state's mid-level appeals court. During an emergency hearing, Justice Gonzalez rejected Trump's request to indefinitely postpone the trial while seeking a change of venue. Trump's legal team had sought an emergency stay to prevent the trial from starting on time. The hush money trial marks the first of former President Trump's 4 criminal indictments set to go to court. Now, this trial is significant as it would be the first time in American history that a former president faces a criminal trial. A 25-year-old student from Hyderabad who moved to the US in 2023 for a master's at Cleveland State University has been found dead, according to the Indian consulate in New York. Muhammad Abdul Arfat had been missing for nearly 3 weeks, and the consulate had been working with the local law enforcement agencies to locate him. This morning, the embassy confirmed his death. Arfat's father, Muhammad Salim, stated that they last spoke on March 7, after which his son's cell phone was switched off. On March 19, Mr. Salim received a call from an unidentified person claiming that Arfat had been kidnapped by a gang involved in drug trafficking and demanding $1,200. Let us tell you that the series of deaths among Indian and Indian origin students in the United States this year has left the Indian student community in the US and their families in India shocked and deeply concerned. However, US is a favored destination for Indian students looking to pursue higher education. That's all for the afternoon updates. We look forward to bringing you more insightful updates tomorrow. Until then, download the app and keep watching Ritam.